The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Buffaloes will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When a receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go right back to him. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. When you face a blitz on 3rd and 1, there's a chance for a big play, but they didn't get rid of the football.
No, and you blitz because you're thinking, I got to stop the run. I got to make sure they don't get 1 yard. And the offense tries to sneak it in there, be a little bit tricky. The defense has none of it and gets a huge stop on 3rd down.
The Buffaloes offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running game.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. On the option. Now the toss. At the 35, he's got more. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's right on target. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Back to pass, it's Coffee. Touchdown, Colorado! And they break the seal on the scoring. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
The give to the tailback. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. The give to the back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Off play action. Working that left side now. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, 3rd and short on their own side of the field. They try to run and get it, but just not physical enough up front. Now it sets up 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. And the Buffaloes are flying down the field. He wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the misfire now on 2nd down. They'll run the option. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. With the catch, it's Miller. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They'll run the option. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Coffee. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Buffaloes! What a grab and go for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here comes the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate. And a tremendous return on the play before he's brought down. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First down to start the drive after the break. Give to the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run play action. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And to get rid of it quickly.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, it's Coffee. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Buffs! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Trying play action. Trying to get to it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Man, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. Brings him down at the 27-yard. A pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He'll off one deep down the left side. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, and not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Power football with the run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
The counterplay is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
You see it in football all the time, right? I get a matchup on the outside. You want to try to play man coverage? I'm going to let my wide receiver try to go up and make a play. A lot of times the wide receiver wins. Not this time.
You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Miller. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Fires to the right. He's got an open man.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Gets open down the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. That completion delivers a 1st down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Buffaloes are in the hurry up. He leaves it with his back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Miller. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, Colorado! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Arizona State is just getting blown off the field right now. We've seen big games in Tempe over the years. I've personally never seen anything like this.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down.
They're trailing by 17 to Georgia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He's got it down the left side. He's loose. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Wants to throw on first down. He put some heat on that one down the middle.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He'll take another shot here. Makes the grab down the left side. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the guys more than a mile above sea level at Folsom Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 after the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The give on the inside. Russell to the ground after picking up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdowns.
He lost one down the sideline. He's got it inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. And the Buffaloes are on the move. Reads it, fires complete. Got some room into the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off, needing just a few inches and going up top to get it. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on third. Makes the catch on the left. Afterburner's coming. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Mountaineers with the 1st and 10.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He makes a catch. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This offense has a 2nd down play. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
It is good. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Pulls it, fired, complete. Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. He's going to run it. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking out and throwing it away or running out of bounds. Just go get what you can get. It's a positive play for the offense.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. Tries to crease at the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He's got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Bucks! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And sometimes you see they get on fire and they just can't miss, and that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's going to take off, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal, this one a 37-yarder. Splits the uprights, it's good. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Fielded in the end zone, it's good. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Coffee. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And the incompletion brings up a second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to the air one more time. Touchdown, Colorado! And the pummeling has started. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. There's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
The play action fake. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. And it's loose. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back. And as an added bonus, they get the first down. On first down from their own 22. He wants to throw.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Snowed under by the defense. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He's got it. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Buffaloes are threatening in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Coffee. Coming after him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. They'll throw it on first down. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. The option look. Now the pitch. Touchdown Buffaloes! And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive, Dave.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
It's 3rd down now. They ought to be before the 2-minute warning. Got it behind the line. It's White. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Gets it out quickly. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The aerial assault continues. Into the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 9 to East Carolina. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On target. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Coffee. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Bucks! And the punishment has been extended. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to fit. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
All wideouts, no backs. To throw, it's Coffee. It's complete on the right side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got it. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Comes out throwing on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And that pass intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has...